All right. Now, somebody do the Mario swing your arm from side to side. Come on, it's time to go do the Mario. Take one step and then again. Let's do the Mario all together now. You got it. It's the Mario. Do the Mario swing your arm from side to side. Come on, it's time to go do the Mario. Take one step and then again. Let's do the Mario all together now.
Come on now!
Just like that. That was possibly the most intriguing to the Mario that I have ever heard. The amazing overlapping freaking body. I hate you so much right now. I have lost all control of the stream. The stream is now no longer in my control. I'm just gonna hand it over to you guys and Blurp. You guys have fun with that. I am gonna go to bed. Whenever you guys are ready, just go ahead and hit /raid and pick a channel. I hope you guys have enjoyed the taco party. I'm done. You guys seem to be getting out of lava. I've literally lost all control. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. Now you guys are making this fun. I love it. I love it. I'm just glad everything's actually working. I don't know why it was not working. I did nothing different than I normally do, but nothing was working for a handful of minutes. That was frustrating. But you know what? It do be working. So, like I said, before the noise thing completely derailed me and made me mad, that apparently that still works. Apparently that still works, just turning it off and turning it back on again. So, what we're going to play with, I've been wanting to do one of these tier things for like a long time, and I wanted to do a food one. But my issue was I wanted to do Mexican food, but there wasn't anything like this that I could find. All of them were just like really small images of Mexican food, and I couldn't really figure out exactly what was what because it all was delicious cheese covered things with a bunch of sauce. So I honestly did not know what dishes. Thank you. I did not know what dishes were what dishes were what. So I was like, you know what?
You don't have to be a genius to know the more these kids like the taste of oatmeal, the more they're going to eat. You don't have to be a genius to know the more these kids like the taste of oatmeal, the more they're going to eat. So where green raisins and oatmeal comes in.
So glad I fixed the sounds. So I went with this one because I've actually eaten a fair amount of the things on this list. So I thought this would be just kind of a fun one to just do like a random tier rating of fruits. Now, what I'm going to start with is they have S, A, B, C, D, and I've never had this. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get rid of the ones I have not eaten first. That way I don't have to sit here and try and figure out, like, what does this one taste like? I don't know. So I will just remove the fruit that I have not personally tried. Now, it's still going to leave us actually with a pretty fair amount of fruit to, like, rate. It's just, this is all stuff that I have not seen or tried yet. Now, I've had raisins. Stupid? My stupid idiot head? What am I saying? Oh, the snozberries. The snozberries do be tasting like snozberries. I've never had mulberry. All right. So this is what we have left. And we're going to rate these by their tiers, S to D. Now, I'm going to say these are all fresh things. These are all things I have eaten. These are all things I have tried at least once and do have opinions on. We're going to start here and then make our way down. To be honest, and I'm going to say this is like I'm just picking up a piece of fruit and eating it. This isn't like I'm like making a pie or I'm making something with this fruit. This is purely a list based on I'm going to pick up a piece of fruit.
You don't have to worry about making me uncomfortable. Nervous, yes, but never uncomfortable.
And then eat it. What the hell that was about? So, first and foremost, we have green apple. Green apple is an absolutely delicious.
Hey, it's your boy, Skinny Penis.
Hey, Skinny Penis, what it is. Green apple is one of my favorite flavors when it comes to like lollipops and Jolly Ranchers and things of that nature. But since there's no F tier, and I don't want to necessarily put it completely bottom, I'm going to put it as C tier because I do enjoy like that tardiness of a crisp apple. It's just it's not like trash, like it at least has a flavor, and I it's not an apple that I'm going to go grab. Which brings me to the red apple. Now, this is a little bit more vague. Green apples are not best apples, but you're allowed to enjoy them. Red apple is a bit more vague. If we're just saying like red delicious, then that is absolutely like F tier garbage. Get it out of here. Like it's complete garbage. However, there's plenty of other red apples like the Sweet Tangos and Honeycrisp and Cosmic and Pink Ladies are kind of red, but they're also kind of pink, and Cortlands. And I mean, there's so many red apples. So if this specifically said like red delicious, this would be immediately in the D tier. It wouldn't even be close. This would be straight garbage D tier. But because I'm going to put it as the more generic, like it's a red apple, like I'm going to put it in the B tier. Because I'm balancing out the pure F tier like red delicious and switching that out to like every other flavor, so it kind of balances out, and it's going to hit that B tier. Apricots.
The butthole is default, we lose. 3.
The butthole is default, we lose. 3. I don't even know how to respond to that. Apricot. I enjoy peach season. So we're gonna see some other fruits down here, like the nectarine. The peach is somewhere around here, I think, if memory serves. The plum might be on here. This is definitely a season that I enjoy. Dried apricots, for whatever reason, are absolutely disgusting, and I hate dried apricots. But a nice, fresh, delicious sweet apricot is a good B tier fruit. It's not as high as some of the other like peach season fruits, but it's still very much a fruit that I would like to eat.
I took from there.
I do poop from there. I poop from there a lot sometimes. I've had a Pluot, I've had a Plumcot, something else too. And they're all just kind of like weird crossbreeds of apricots and plums. Avocado. I don't really see this as a fruit. I understand that it has a seed on the inside, then they may as well have just put freaking tomato on here. So unfortunately for avocado, when it comes to fruit and I'm just picking up a piece of fruit to eat, avocado's going straight to D tier. Like it's not I'm never going to just walk over, peel an avocado and then just be like, "Oh, I'm sure do love eating this avocado." The poor avocado is just getting the D tier simply because of the fact that it's not a fruit like the other fruits. You never had most of these things. I've had a majority of these things even before I worked in a produce department. I am very thankful. Thank you, Gadget. I'm very thankful that I have a wife that makes me try a lot of food, and my mom has always made me try a lot of food. I never, my wife has never made me eat something I didn't want to eat again. My mom always had me try stuff and never necessarily try it again. But I have been blessed by being in a produce department, so I've got to try a lot of new stuff and different stuff. But I mean, as you can see here, there's still a lot of stuff that I need to try, although I hear nothing but terrible things about jackfruit. But bananas.
Yo, Cody, stop goofing around or I'm gonna have to lube your ass up with the coconut oil and stick my big hog in there.
I like how I have it set to PG-13, but there's a lot of things about penises. But bananas. I know a lot of people, there's the whole phallic thing, and a lot of people also have that consistency thing. So bananas can be a little divisive, but to be honest with you, S tier. S tier, I can pick up a banana and eat it at any point. Like it's such a fruit that you literally can just pick it up and eat it. It's one of the.
I've never done it in the butt before. Does it hurt, chat?
It probably does. If you're not prepared. No, it's one of those really easy fruits. Most everybody likes it, and I know that's kind of like a really silly S, but to be honest, like it's just good. It's good. It's so good. You can just pick it up, you eat it, and it's wonderful. Now we're getting into a couple of berries. So first, roughly, first we have blackberry. Blackberry is good, but I'm not a huge fan of blackberries unless it's like peak blackberry season. We actually sell like these like the best of the season blackberries whenever berry season comes around, and they are some of the most delicious little berries I've ever eaten in my life. But blackberries just kind of like by themselves.
Talk about your big butt.
My big butt is very, very big. I'm not going to lie. I wear a size 44 waist pants, and my butt fills the back of it. So I do be having a big butt though. But the blackberry is an enjoyable berry. I think I'm gonna put it in the B tier for berry. I like that. What? Whatever. Wiener. Nice. Blueberry. I enjoy blueberry muffins. I enjoy blueberry donuts. I enjoy blueberry pancakes and waffles. I do not enjoy blueberries very much. I don't know what it is. I think for me it's a texture thing. I also think blueberries don't taste like their artificial flavored cousin, blueberry. And like I said, I think it's also a texture thing. They're a little more squishy, so I'm not a huge fan of them. But I don't hate them. So it's gonna go in the C tier. And I'm gonna put it like right behind. I would rather pick up like a tart apple over some blueberries. Cantaloupe. I feel like when you get to the melons, it's a little divisive. I feel like people either really like melon or really hate melon. Younger me would have put cantaloupe right here. It would have been literally bottom tier. I hate cantaloupe. It was always hard and yucky, and I hated it. And it wasn't until I got older and was working in food prep and they taught me the differences of ripeness of fruits and vegetables that I learned that cantaloupe can actually be super duper yummy. Now, I would almost put it up in the S tier. And the only reason it's not getting into
Ram Ranch really rocks.
The only reason it's not going into the S tier is because it is a pain in the butt to clean and cut. If it was a much easier to get to fruit, it would be S tier all the way. But this literally requires you to like get a knife and cut it and do all kinds of stuff. So that's why, unfortunately, like it's going to go into the A's. Next up, we have coconut. Coconut. Man, I had a toasted coconut freaking iced coffee earlier. It was delicious. Coconut cream pie, delicious. Coconut macaroons, delicious. Actual fresh coconut, absolute hot garbage. D tier. Jumbo blueberries are okay. I just don't. They're still like squishy. They're a little firmer, but they're still squishy to me. I don't like them. Coconut does not taste like anything, and it has a weird consistency. It's hard and it's slimy. I hate it. I absolutely despise coconut. So for me, D tier all the way. No, it's a fruit. It do be a fruit. Cherry. Cherry I do like. Cherry it's a little pricey, a little expensive for me, I feel, especially for what it is, and it has such a short season. But it can be good. I think kind of like the berries, it's got that staining power, which I don't like very much, and I do dislike the pits. So I'm gonna put it as a B tier. I'm gonna put it just above the blackberries, because I think I would probably get some cherries before I would eat some blackberries. I do love a good cherry cola. Cranberries. Cranberries, like I said, if I'm picking this up and eating it and just being like, this is a delicious fruit. Cranberries, unfortunately, is going to go in the D tier. It's going to go above coconut. I would rather eat a just straight cranberry over coconut, because even though it's like not very yummy, my ears are like super itchy tonight, everybody. I apologize. I still would rather eat it than a freaking coconut. Now, if you put like cranberries like in a cookie or cranberry bread or something like that, then yeah, I'm all about it. Let's be honest. How often do any of us actually say, hey, let's eat some fruit on the daily?
You are rounded for till.
That was a cool sound. I eat fruit daily, or I at least try to. I have a bowl of fruit behind me. For a while, I was eating berry and tropical fruit like parfaits every day. I do my best to eat fruit every day. It's not always easy, and it can get super expensive, but I do try to do my best to actually eat fruit whenever I can. That's the honest truth. I also eat a lot of fruit at work because we're allowed to try the things to make sure the things all taste good. Dates. I like dates, surprisingly. I had never had a date. Story of my life, right? I had never had a date before I was working. So I didn't really know like what it would be like. It is kind of like a weird squishy type of dealio. I also didn't know it had like a giant seed in the middle of it. So when I got to try it and I started eating, I was like, oh, there's a giant hard thing. I don't like having a giant hard thing in my mouth. So once I got that pit or seed or whatever out of the way, I really enjoyed the date. It's very much kind of like candy. I literally did that for you guys. You're welcome. So I'm gonna put the date right here. It's gonna be above the apricot. Dragon fruit. I have tried dragon fruit on many occasions. I have tried it when it's been ripe. I have tried it when it has been not ripe. I don't know what dragon fruit is supposed to taste like, but every time I have dragon fruit, it tastes like nothing. Like it's kind of a weird consistency. It doesn't taste like much. Yeah, dragon fruit drinks I love. I love dragon fruit drinks. Like the dragon fruit vitamin water was like one of my favorite. But for whatever reason, actual dragon fruit doesn't taste like anything. But I would still eat dragon fruit over cranberry. It's like, why are you lying? Why are you lying right now? A fig. Mostly I prefer fig in its Newton form. I've had it. It's okay. It's nothing to really write home about, in my opinion. So I'm gonna put it right down here at the end. I would probably rather eat some blueberries over a fig. I don't really have a strong opinion about figs. I mean, it's okay. It's not like, it's not great. It's not bad. It's just okay. Grapefruit. This is another one. This is kind of like, it's gonna all come down to your personal preference on tart and sour. Grapefruit, very super sour. It can be good if you get a little bit of sugar in there, but again, I'm not gonna cut open a grapefruit and just start like nomming down on a grapefruit. I could see me eating a grapefruit at breakfast like weirdos do. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of C tier for right now. You ever see the lady who would bang her husband with a grape? What? No, what are you talking about? Grapes. Fresh grapes are not bad. They are super, super dirty. And I'm not a huge fan of them because they are so freaking dirty. You gotta wash them a few times. You are the weirdo. Enjoy your weirdness. I don't know. Grapes, and it's gonna kind of be the same conversation for white grapes. Like, I like grape juice a lot. And I think if the grapes are like super duper good, like really ripe, really good, then I really enjoy them. But if you get like a squishy grape, it's just like absolutely gross. I'm gonna put it at the top of C tier, and I'm gonna put the white grapes like next to it.
I take grapes out of the fridge, and instead of just popping them in cold at a picnic, I get them hot in the microwave first, and now I'm eating grapes, baby.
Moondrop grapes are good. I used to really love cotton candy grapes, but now like they taste kind of like so freaking sugary that I don't like them at all. It just they do. Bleh. I got the buzz. I got the vibrate. Kiwi. Kiwi again was a fruit that I used to hate. I don't know why I hated it so much. I just did not like kiwi. But now I've made like all these little like tropical fruit parfaits and stuff like that. I love kiwis. Kiwis are super duper good. For me, the kiwi is gonna go up here in the A tier because again, it's just about that fuzz. You know, like you've got to get all that stupid fuzz off of there. Now I know some people like to do like you cut it in half and then you take a spoon and you just kind of scoop the inside, and that's not necessarily like a terrible way to go about it. But, you know, I like to like peel it and do it that way, so it's a bit of a pain in the butt to peel, but I do like kiwi a lot. Okay, lemon and lime. I think I can take care of this one pretty quick. Nobody, I feel, in their right mind eats freaking lemon and lime. Like, just picks up a lemon and just goes like, oh, I love lemon. The only thing I like more than a lemon is a lime. Your mom would always put a strawberry kiwi high C. That's good, though. I like strawberry kiwi. That's good. I just, like I said, I'm just doing straight eating.
Why, I'm a lemon drink.
Okay. Sounds good. Mango. Mango. Mango is another one. Now, I like golden mango. Let me look up exactly. It has like a weird name. Golden mango. I think that's its nickname. Golden mango. What are they called? Yes, this one. This is my preferred mango. This one right here. Honey mango. Yes, honey mango. That's what they're called. When they reach this state, this kind of like leathery kind of looking, those are super duper amazingly sweet and delicious, and just that little bit of tart. I love it so much. Regular mango, I don't like as much, although now that I've been able to kind of like find ripeness of mangoes, I do like mango a little bit more. But if I have to judge this just straight on regular mango, I'm gonna have to put it. I'm probably gonna have to put it here at the start of C tier. If it was the other one, it would be an A tier all the way. It's just I hate dealing with the stupid thing on the inside, the little pit seed, whatever you want to call it. I hate dealing with that because you got to do all the peeling and then you got to work around the thing in the middle, and I hate it. Nectarines. Now we're getting back into that peach season stuff. You can see we got apricots down here in the B. Okay, because apricots are pretty good. Apricots are not bad. Now, nectarines. What I like about nectarines, they're usually sweet. Hey, we're doing a fruit tier list, baby. We're doing all. Of course, there's not a lot of S tier fruits. If everything was S tier, what would be the point? We've got the nectarine. I like nectarines a lot because they don't have the fuzz on them. Like, that's the kind of the one thing I don't like about peaches. You just wash them off and it's fine. But there's just something weird about that fuzz. But I like nectarines a lot because they're basically as good and as juicy and flavorful as a peach without that weird little fuzz on the outside. So for me, a nectarine is an S tier. Because it is a piece of fruit that I will pick up and eat and just love the hell out of it, because it's so good. It's so juicy and yummy and good. Orange. Just a regular orange. A regular orange. If we're not doing like a clementine or worst peel, if we're, like I said, if we're not talking like a clementine or a sumo or something of that nature, I'm not a big orange fan. Now, with that being said, I don't think oranges are terrible, but they're also like not the best. So I'm putting it in C tier. Near the bottom, caracaras are good. He's right. Avocados are on here, so it's all fine. Papaya. Papaya is D tier. Papaya, I cannot stand the taste of it. I hate the seeds on the inside. I hate peeling it. Everything about a papaya I despise. And part of that is because I used to have to do all these tropical fruit trays at work, and we'd always have to do a papaya, and I just despise cutting and cleaning these things. And no matter how many times people are like, "Oh, you should try this one. It's actually really, really ripe." It just tastes skunky to me. Thank you for that Roblox oof. So I don't like papayas. I would rather eat dragon fruit or a cranberry over a papaya. I'm sorry. It do be like that. Passion fruit. So, like I said, working in the produce department, I've got to try like various fruits and stuff I had never tried before. And passion fruit was one of those things. Now, I've had all sorts of like passion fruit candies, passion fruit smoothies, passion fruit, you know, all these different like passion fruit flavored things. I even have some like passion fruit Trident gum. So when I tried passion fruit, I didn't know if it was going to be kind of like a banana situation where banana candy tastes vastly different from bananas, or if it was going to be like a closer 1-to-1 ratio. If you've ever had a passion fruit flavored thing, then you've pretty much have had passion fruit. It is pretty accurate in flavor. The inside of it is a little weird. I don't know if I ate it right because I just kind of took one out of our box and tried it. I didn't like bite into the rind or anything. I got into the inside and eat the inside. But was it good? Yes, I did enjoy it. I do enjoy passion fruit. Is it something I would necessarily pick up and eat? Probably not. So for me, it's going to be down here, like towards the bottom of the C tier, simply because it's just kind of a weird fruit to eat. But I did enjoy the flavor of it. Peach. See everything I said about nectarines, except peaches. It's going to be an A tier. I mean, it's no questions for me. The only thing that keeps out of the S is just that fuzz on the outside. I don't like that fuzz on the outside of peaches. Other than that, peaches are delicious. They're one of, like, hands down, if you have a nice, ripe, juicy peach, oh my goodness gracious, it's so good. Pear. Now, this one, I'm sure people are going to be like, wow. I don't like pears. I've had Bartlett, I've had D'Anjou, I've had Red. I don't like pears. I think they're too hard. They're not as good as an apple. Pears just don't do it for me. They're not awful. Like they at least have some sort of flavor. I just Good night, Gadget. We appreciate you stopping in. Really appreciate it and hanging out with me for this long. So for me, unfortunately, pear is going to be like over here in the C tier. It's going to be like mid C tier though. It's not like bottom of the list. I would probably pick a pear over most of these other ones, to be honest. But I don't know. I just, whatever it is with pears, don't like them. Pineapple. This was probably one of the, other than like apples, pineapple is probably one of the first fruits that I really, really liked when I started venturing outside of, like bananas, grapes, and apples. I love pineapple. I love pineapple flavored things. Little pineapple chunks added to your favorite ice cream and stuff like that. It's yummy. So I really enjoy pineapple. Biggest drawback on the pineapple is cutting it. It just, again, it's that where do you put it? Where do you put it when you're looking at it? I'm looking at this as like ease of picking up a piece of fruit. Like if I wanted to eat a pineapple at work, I wouldn't be able to. I would have to go buy like some canned pineapple or something. I would have to wait until I got home to cut open my favorite pineapple. But because of that reason, it's gonna go right here in the A tier though, because I love pineapple. Oh, I don't know if it'll make you feel any better, Gadget, but I do like pear nectar. Pear nectar is delicious to drink. But like I said, the only thing that keeps it out of this area here, just got to cut it too much. See, I feel the same way. It would be an S tier for me, but I'm doing this solely based on if I want to pick up a piece of fruit and eat it, where is it going to be? And having to like do so much cleaning and cutting on it, it's just going to go down just a little bit. Plum is enjoyable. Plum is probably one of the tartar of like the peach season fruits. I do enjoy it a lot. I don't enjoy it as much as peaches or nectarines, but I do like it more than I like the apricot. So it's going to be a B tier because I do like the peach. As you can kind of see, I do like the peach season fruits, but I like plums a little bit more than I like apricots. Pomegranates. I have tried pomegranates on many, many occasions. I don't understand the big deal. My wife loves pomegranate. She can sit there and eat pomegranate seeds for like forever. I don't know. Pomegranate just doesn't do it for me. I don't really understand why everybody likes them so much. They're also a pain to get into and to try and work with. I'm gonna put it down here at the bottom of the C tier. It's not terrible. It tastes okay, but just does nothing for me. Raspberry. Again, we're getting into that weird berry area. So berries, like I said, blackberry, I like blackberries. Blueberries, I like blueberry stuff, but I don't like them by themselves very much. So just a straight raspberry, unfortunately, is going to go towards the bottom of the C tier, because it's probably like the squishiest of the berries. So it's that consistency, the texture of it. I'm not going to put it all the way at the bottom. In fact, you know what? I'm going to put it like right behind blueberry, to be 100% honest with you. Because like I'm just looking at it as like ease. This is going to be easier to get to. But I think I'd rather eat blueberries before I eat raspberries. Starfruit. I have tried starfruit on about 3 or 4 occasions. It either tastes tart or it tastes like nothing. I don't know if I'm eating it wrong, if I'm just not getting a good piece ever. I don't know. But starfruit I have never enjoyed. And it's going right here in the D tier. I still would rather eat starfruit over a papaya because I just do not like that papaya taste. Strawberry. I don't feel like this is going to be all that controversial. Strawberries S tier. Strawberries are so good. I absolutely love strawberries. They're that perfect little like dipping fruit that you put a little sugar on them, put a little chocolate dip, little cream cheese dip, little frozen chocolate covered strawberries are good. Strawberries are very, very good, and they have their own handles. You just hold on to the top, take a bite, get rid of it. Good stuff. Love me some strawberries. Whipped cream? Hell yeah, dude. Tangerine. See, now we're getting into that realm of like citrus that's a little bit yummier. So orange or like a regular orange and grapefruit, yeah, I keep it. I don't want it. But a tangerine is yummy. I very much enjoy a tangerine. Now, is it good enough to get into the A? Probably not. But you know where it does go well? It goes really well right here near the top of the B tier. I eat a lot of like tangerines and clementines and things like that. I enjoy those quite a bit. Watermelon. Watermelon is gone. Gone forever. Edit the label, text, and intro. Watermelon for me, and you can rage quit if you want. It's fine. I already lost you with freaking pears. So if watermelon's gonna make you rage quit, then here it comes, baby. Watermelon for me is gonna go in the A tier, and it's gonna go at the bottom of the A tier. My problem with watermelon, and you guys can fight me about it, and that's fine. I don't care. My problem with watermelon, if it's not a perfectly ripe watermelon, I mean, it's just it tastes like nothing. It tastes like nothing. And the other thing is the pain to get ready to eat. That's the only reason it's beneath cantaloupe. I personally would probably pick a piece of watermelon over a piece of cantaloupe, like on a tray. But if I'm just going simply by, I'm gonna pick it up and eat it. Watermelon's gonna be it's gonna be up top because it's yummy. But dadgum, like cutting through all that rind is a pain in the butt. Honeydew. Another melon. Back-to-back melons. Honeydew. This is a melon, much like cantaloupe, that I did not like when I was younger. And now that I've gotten older and I've gotten to try it, it still tastes abysmal. So it is D tier. I hate it. I do not think it tastes good. I've never had a good piece of honeydew. Never have I eaten a piece of honeydew and went, I don't regret this decision. This was the best decision I've made today. Don't like it. Asian pear. Now, gadget. Get ready for this, okay? So, pears down here in the C tier, right? I don't like Bartlett's. I don't like Danju. I don't like red pears. Guess who does like Asian pears? Yeah, Asian pears. They're nice and soft, and they're juicy, and they're yummy. And I've never had a bad Asian pear. Ooh, Asian pear. A for Asian pear. Love Asian pears. Regular pears, I do not like. I have tried so many of them. It just never hits for me. So when they said to try an Asian pear, I just was like, I don't like pears. And they're like, just try it. I tried it, loved it. I absolutely love Asian pears.
Accepto.
Accepto? Okay, good. I appreciate that. Blood orange. Now, So we have down here orange, okay? And then we have right here tangerine, okay? The first orange that I really fell in love with was a blood orange. I bought a juicer and I was making blood orange juice. I love blood oranges. They are, for me, like the top tier oranges that I've ever eaten. They're going right there, baby. The only reason they're this far down on the list, because of that peel. How much do you think all of this would cost to buy every fruit on the list? It would be expensive. You're probably looking at if you're buying it all like right now, I would guess maybe $60 to $70. Because there's some stuff in here that's just gonna be like super expensive, super fast. It's not melon season. I think our watermelon right now at work is like $7. I think these are $3. That's $10 just right there. We don't have any of this stuff in stock. 300 is like, that's a little high. Cherries, if we had any, would probably be like $10 a pound. These I think are like $3 for like a 6-ounce pack. So you're looking at probably like $3 for this, $3 for this, $3 for this. Limes and lemons are like 50 cents each or something like that. Those aren't expensive. It's really like, well, if you're just doing like a smattering, raisins. I don't really know why raisins is on this list. It's very weird that they just raisins are just dried grapes. I think it's kind of weird that they have raisins on here. But that being said, I don't hate raisins. I used to really, really, really dislike raisins because my mom used to make me eat a ton of them. But now, like, the raisin. I'm not really gonna like run over to the Sun-Maid and buy some raisins, but I would probably eat raisins like somewhere in here, because I don't hate raisins. That's the only reason why. Like, I don't hate raisins. And that's why it's up here. I'm pretty much like, I don't like plantains unless they're fried. Which leaves us with the sour cherry. And to be honest with you, like, I don't really know much of a difference between cherries and sour cherries. They all kind of have that same heart cherryness, so I'm not really sure. Like, I've had them. I don't know what the big difference is. So for me, like, cherry and sour cherry side by side, living in perfect harmony. Like, they're good. I don't know. But that is all of the fruit that I have tried. So I missed out on like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 16. So of all of them that they had, I've only not had 16. And I think that's pretty good. Then we've got 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 33, 34, 35, 36, 40. 40 fruits that I have tried. Like I said, I feel like that's pretty good. I feel like I have actually eaten a fair amount of different fruits. And I know that my list is not a perfect list, but it is the only right list. Now I know you guys had some very strong opinions based on where I placed some of the other fruit, but I don't know. I think at the end of the day, like this would be how it rolls out for me. And that tomorrow is the veggie list. Hell yeah. Honestly, like I really wanted to do like I said, I wanted to do a Mexican one, and I'll kind of show you real quick. So let me put, I thought like doing a Mexican food one would be fun, but like, well, it would help if I spelled the word Mexican right, I guess. Mexican food. So when I was coming through here and I was trying to find tomorrow Dubino in my multi-stream, I probably won't be able to. I gotta be at work at 5 a.m. on Saturday. I am a big poop head because my work hates me. So yeah, this was my problem with the Mexican food one. None of them have like a name on it, and I clicked on a whole bunch of these. Now I can kind of tell what some of the stuff is. Like you got tamales over here. We got some Spanish rice. You got some refried beans. This looks like it's probably enchiladas. This looks like chorizo and scrambled eggs, maybe. But I'm not cultured enough to know what those individual foods are. Same thing here. Like, okay, so we got churros, chili relleno. I don't know. I don't know. Like, if these had names, this would be great. But they don't put names on anything. So I don't really know what is what. Hold on. Damn, that was so quiet. I mean, it was a cracker, but it was quiet. See, again, lots of food, no names. So that's what I wanted to do. That is what I really wanted to do, was the Mexican food tier list, and that would have been a lot more fun. I'm not gonna lie. However, I still very much enjoyed doing the fruit tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed it to an extent. But like I said, this was all based off of, I saw Dan Dazzle doing this earlier today on a stream. I thought it was like right here up towards the front. He was doing Disney films, but I don't know where it is now. He was doing like the animated Disney movies is the one he was doing. So it was pretty neat. I enjoyed watching it. The main thing that I really disagreed with was he had Frozen as an S tier, and I just was like, why? Why would you ever do that as an S tier? Like, what? I don't really know what is what. Hold on. Damn, that was so quiet. I mean, it was a cracker, but it was quiet. Good clip. Good clip, Jesse. I appreciate that. That was a cracker, but it's quiet. You know what? Let's get everybody really mad. Let's do Pokemon starter tier list. Now, I don't know why we're starting with final evolutions. This is interesting. Well, there is no Squirtle. This is a little frustrating. Yeah, I'm like, why would you use final evolutions as Squirtle is A tier. If not, I walk. I'm gonna see what else we have in video games. Undertale, Ensemble Stars, Among Us Crewmates, Tekken 7. So there's just a ton of random stuff. All right, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna put Pokemon fighting type, Pokemon design rankings Gen 1 through 6, best shiny Pokemon, every Pokemon ever. Oh, I gotta see this real quick. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing that somebody has taken the time to constantly update this. Oh my god. No, there's no way. This would be I'm gonna actually favorite this one. I'm gonna favorite this page. I have no idea. I think we're gonna have a every Pokemon ever stream at some point, just for the pure absurdity of it. I mean, I'm gonna sit here for like 14 hours being like, okay, here's why Squirtle's better than Wartortle. Like I couldn't imagine. Guys, I finally have what we're doing for the 24-hour birthday stream. Tier list of every let's check a look at this one. Starter choices, we'll go there next. Okay, it's the same thing. All starter Pokemon. Are they actually going to be the starters though? Why do they keep giving like all the evolutions? I don't understand. Like I don't need what? Why? Okay, first and foremost, I think we all know that Bulbasaur is Brad tier. Okay? Bulbasaur is Brad tier. It just is. It's Brad tier. Boom. Fuck was those ratings? Starter Pokemon tier list. Squirtle is Brad tier as well. You know what? We're going with this one. So we have S tier to F tier. Move this over here. Move this over here a little bit. Right there. Put it there. Moving stuff around, everybody. I apologize. People do be loving Bulbasaur. Now, I'm not going to do them in order. I'm going to kind of pick them at random. Maybe, but even that's not terribly likely. So I'm gonna start with some hot fire, like right out the gate. So I apologize, but it's not gonna be like super spicy, but it's gonna be a little spicy. My boy here, F tier. I do not. This is the one I picked when I started Sword and Shield. I just don't like him. I thought I would. He does nothing for me. I wish I would have went with Scorbunny. He's cute. I think Dwebble. I don't even know what the hell his name is. That's how much I don't care about him. I don't even know his name. I know he evolves into this thing, Inteleon, which is okay. This thing I hated is like angsty My Chemical Romance years. I hated him. Sobble, thank you. Don't like him. I don't like him. He's an F tier starter. I apologize, little Sobble. He cries, man. He cries. He cries when he gets beat up. But that's just how it be sometimes. I'm gonna go with another one. Kind of a spicy take. I apologize. Gonna go down here. Tepig, all the way down here in the E tier. Now, I apologize. I think the pig is cute, but I don't like firefighting very much. I got so tired of everything being firefighting. Like, what firefighting started like here? Or like firefighting. Like, I was so tired of firefighting. And of course, what's my dumbass do? Of course, my dumbass picks Tepig to start with. No, I don't like. He's not as bad as Sobble. He doesn't cry all the time. That's why he is an E tier. I don't hate Torchic, okay? I don't hate Torchic. So we've done a water. Let's go ahead and do a grass. You're probably gonna be like, it looks like you're not even trying. It's not true. Snivy. I like him. I don't like his evolution forms. But I do. I like that little. I like that little look on his face. Little cocky look he has going on. I like it. He's like, I know I'm a grass Pokemon, and I know I'm better than you. And I like it. And he's pretty good. He's not the greatest, but I do like him. There's a lot of Pokemon that you say is going to make you walk, and yet you keep hanging around. So, let's go. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get these two out of the way. So, you have Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. So, in those games, or Pokemon Yellow, you get to start with Pikachu. They are technically starter Pokemon, but it's like, They're not, to me, very traditional starter Pokemon. So I'm going to put them right here in the A tier. I'm reserving this S tier for, like, starter Pokemon. Like, more, like, traditional starter Pokemon. Now, there's nothing wrong. I love Pikachu and I love Eevee. If this was like an actual like Pokemon thing, I would probably put them up in the S tier. I think they are S tier Pokemon. But if I'm looking at this strictly from like a starter point of view, then I don't know. They're not a traditional starter for me. That's why they're A tier. Anything lower, I think, would be very unfair to them. But I just want to go ahead and get those ones out of the way. Then we got Fennekin. Okay. I love me some Fennekin. Now, I did not pick Fennekin when I played this. I picked my boy Froakie, but I still love Fennekin. I love the fact they made it Fire Psychic. I love the fact they did something different. So this was one of the first fire starters that I actually liked in a very long time. So I like the little Fennekin. Put it up in B tier. Also, X and Y is where I kind of fell in love with Pokemon again. Took me a long time, but X and Y really made me fall in love with Pokemon. do a water. So let's go. And it's not gonna be too crazy. We got Poplio, a little water Pokemon. Poplio is again the starter I picked. I have an affinity for like 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna pick the water Pokemon. I just like water Pokemon a lot for whatever reason. But unfortunately, like, I don't know, the Seal's cute, but I'm not a huge fan of Poplio. He's not as bad as Tepig in my opinion, but I don't know. He's just not that great of a starter. So he's going to be a little lower on the list, unfortunately. Let's go with a plant. So, Chikorita. Chikorita is good Pokemon. I love Chikorita. I love that it basically turns into dinosaurs. I love me some Chikorita. Well, good night, Josh. Take care of that baby. Give them the love and feed them the bottle and do whatever else you need to do for the babby. But Chikorita, I enjoy a lot. When I initially played was it Silver and Gold, I picked Totodile, but in subsequent playthroughs I always picked Chikorita. Boom. A tier. Love me some Chikorita. Love me some Dinosaur. Speaking, we'll stick with that generation. We're going to pick up Totodile. Love me some Totodile. Love me some Feraligatr. Croconaw, not so much. I don't like the weird caveman look, but I do like the Feraligatr, and I do like my Totodile. That's going to go right in the B tier. You know, a lot of people that might be like, I like the basic stat attack boost that this one gets when it goes. Like, no, I'm basing this solely on my experiences with these Pokemon. They were even little Cyndaquil is cute. I feel like we're gonna save Gen 1s for last, just because those are gonna be some of the spiciest takes probably. So we got Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip. So I've heard you like Mudkips. You know what? Mudkip is okay at best. I do not like his evolution forms at all. Mudkip is okay. I would pick Snivy over Mudkip. Gen 1 is probably my favorite. And that's because I'm an old man. And that's just unfortunately the way it works. I don't necessarily shit on the newer generations very much, but I mean, you know, I like every generation has various things that I like. So I'm never gonna like be like Gen blank is the best gen. For me, Gen 1 is probably always going to be my favorite, but I am always excited to see new one. You have nostalgia immunity? Nah, it's not even nostalgia. It's just like you look at them and you pick the ones you really like, and a lot of mine are in Gen 1. It just, if I had to pick a favorite, it would be Gen 1. Let's see. It's elusive S tier, right? S tier is so elusive right now. We've had nobody in the S tier. A tier is as high as we've gotten. Gen 5 is your least favorite? So let's go with a little Chimchar here. Chimchar, firefighting. Infernape, absolute trash, unfortunately. Monferno, or whatever his middle one is, it's okay. Infernape, nah, I hate it. It's I do not like him at all. Cool design. Infernape has a super duper cool design, but I don't like him. Chimchar, super duper cute. but again, has that whole firefighting. Not a huge fan of it. I would pick him above Poplio, though. He's going to be down here in the D tier. If this was straight, just like cute design, this whole thing would be different. If we were doing this just on like how I look at them cute wise, this whole list would be wonky. Not going to lie. Rowlet. This dopey black grass flying, goofy looking, sleepy mofo. I love him. I love him very much. He is very super cute. For this generation though, who was it? Rowlet, Litten, and Poplio. Like I said, I picked Poplio. Rowlet, super duper cute. He's still only going in that A tier though. He's not. Nobody has cracked this S tier yet. But I love his little face. He's always sleeping. He's so cute in the cartoon. I like him a lot. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for my boy Froakie? Froakie. My cute little bubble frog. Got the little bubble beard, the little glasses. Turns into a pretty cool ninja. I like him. Froakie was my starter. I can't complain too much about my boy Froakie. I'm gonna put him right here. Like Fennekin, just that little bit more. He do be cute though. I do be liking him. Oshawott. Oshawott is an otter. He's adorable. And he's water. He's super cute. And I love him. And he has a little shell that he holds onto. And he's cute. And he turns into a samurai. Yes. Gadget, have a wonderful night. Oh, it's coming.
Good.
There we go.
Molly, Miss Molly.
All the farts but one. That's our first S tier. I love Oshawott. Oshawott is so dang cute. I love him. I love him. I love him. He is probably, of those three, he is probably my out of stock. Shouldn't be. I don't know why it would be. Hold on. There, have a fart 3 for free. Try refreshing your chat. That sometimes works. But we're gonna stick with it. We're gonna close out this generation. We're gonna take my boy Chespin. Now Chespin is cute, but his evolutions are not so much. I feel like that's kind of like a thing that happens with a lot of the grass Pokemon. I feel like they get kind of like weird.
Oh, good. Golly, Miss Molly.
I mean, what is it? Chestnut? It's okay looking. I like the whole armored look kind of, but I don't know. I don't care for like all the final evolutions of it. But that being said, I don't necessarily have anything against Chespin. He's just not necessarily my favorite. I'm just gonna go right there in the middle. I don't really have an issue with him. Like I would pick Snivy over Chespin. But that's me. We closed out. We closed that out. I'm gonna move up. On that, I shall go for the night. Well, thank you for hanging out as long as you did, Gadget. Sorry I made you sad with my Pokemon choices. Let's see, making sure. Oh, say we got Litten still down here. So we've got all of our other starters. So we're starting to get a little low. Starting to get a little low on starters. Move up Piplup. Move up Turtwig. Move up Torchic. Trico. Move up Cyndaquil. Over Charmander. Squirtle. That's all of our starters. Yep, we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 starters remaining. We only have one F tier, one E tier, one S tier. Who will be joining ranks? So, let's go with Torchic. Torchic, like I said, I know is complaining about firefighting. But I love this little guy. Especially like the way he runs around and like headbutts in the one game. He's a little cutie. But he's not like super duper good to me, at least. But I would rather have Torchic into Blaziken over Chimchar into Infernape. Personal preference, but it's still that firefighting, like I just doesn't do it for me. Trico. Now, this one's kind of weird. My love of Trico is more from the Pokemon card game, more so than the actual like Pokemon trading card game. Because I made like this. I'm pretty sure it's a plant fire deck, and it's all like different like status effects. And Trico and Sceptile, they're like my go-tos in it. So I really like him for that. Now in game, he's okay. Again, I'm not a huge grass type person, but I'm gonna put him right here in the middle. You're noticing a trend. Other than Chikorita, most of our grass ones are hitting right here in the C tier. And that's probably, I would say that's probably controversial in the sense that a lot of people prefer grass Pokemon over the other ones. But I mean, that's, again, it's me. It's me. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? It's what I do, baby. So we'll skip a grass Pokemon for now. And we'll go to Scorbunny. Scorbunny is cute. He's got that cool fire aesthetic. He turns into like cool like ninja soccer player type of dude. His ultimate is kind of weird where he kicks like a flame ball, but it's still like thematic for the area. And that's why I like him. But I don't like him more than Fennekin. He's gonna go right here in the B tier. Got a nice little fire, water in the B tier. Turtwig. We'll go back to the grass. I know we just left the grass. Biggest redeeming factor for Turtwig for me, again, is he kind of turns into a dinosaur. Like he starts out as a little turtle, and I understand that this is probably supposed to be like a tortoise, but to me he looks more like one of those like Armadons or whatever they're called. They're the ones with the big spiky tail at the end. They like club you with it and stuff like that. Not the Stegosaurus, but the other one. And I don't know. I like his evolution set. He's cute with the little twig coming out of his head. But there's nothing. I think because he's the Ankylosaurus. Thank you. I think that's what puts him right up here in the B tier. He's got that whole dinosaur aesthetic. To me, more so than turtle aesthetic. But that's me. That's me, baby. Litten. Litten is cool. Litten actually, even though it turns into a wrestler, Litten is actually like Fire Dark, which was pretty cool. And I enjoy having a wrestler Pokemon like outside of like Machamp and the Hitmones and the Sock and whatever the hell the other one is, Throw. Like, oh, except for Except for Hawlucha, top tier wrestling Pokemon. Forgot about that. How could I forget about that? Top tier wrestling Pokemon. But Litten, like it. Love the wrestling look. Litten goes up here in the A tier. Right? It's right behind our mainstays. But Litten do be a good starter. Grookey becomes oh my goodness gracious. Grookey becomes this super cool monkey. Giant ape. I love the I don't care much for Grookey's actual design, and his middle evolution is just atrocious. But his final form is so very cool, and Rillaboom. It is Rillaboom. Thank you, brain. So, as an actual starter, not necessarily my favorite, but I do enjoy where he ends up. So we're actually going to put him right over here. Just a little bit above the other ones, simply because I like where he ends up. Cyndaquil. Fire Pokemon. So we got fire down here, we got fire here, we got fire here. I don't have any fire up here. I don't have any fire up here. Where will Cyndaquil go? I'm not a huge fan of Cyndaquil. He is cute. His other evolutions look just kind of lazy. It literally looks like they just make him longer and longer. They don't really do a lot to make him any different as he evolves. So I'm not a huge fan of Cyndaquil or his evolutions. So unfortunately, Cyndaquil's gonna go down here. Now, I would still rather pick him over one of those two, but just unfortunately, he's gonna go down there in the D tier. We're getting close to the end. We have 4 remaining, and then I think I actually have to wrap it up because my throat is killing me. Piplup. Piplup is a penguin. I love penguins. His middle one, not a huge fan. Empoleon, that Pokemon is badass. I love it. It's very, very cool. Piplup, for me, is an A tier just on his looks alone. And he's going right to the top of my A tier. I love this little fellow. I love him very much. Now, here's the thing. You're probably thinking, we've barely put anything in the S tier. We've barely put anything in E and F. We only have 3 Pokemon left. Where are they going to go? Well, that's pretty simple. I'm going to start with probably the most controversial one. Bulbasaur. Now, I know a ton of people love Bulbasaur. And probably a lot of people, they love that little green guy. Probably their first ever Pokemon. And I get that. But Bulbasaur, he's never hit on all cylinders for me. Not gonna lie. So unfortunately, for me, Bulbasaur is gonna go right down here. Going right down here. B tier. B for Bulbasaur. Now, we got Squirtle. Squirtle was my first ever Pokemon. I got Pokemon Blue, and I got Squirtle. I love Squirtle. Wartortle is okay. Blastoise. Love Blastoise. Squirtle is, without a doubt, hands down, an S tier Pokemon. Love this little guy. That brings us to our final starter until we get more Pokemon games in the future. Charmander. Now, I got Pokemon Blue before I got Pokemon Red, but I got Pokemon Blue on my birthday, which is in November, and then I got Pokemon Red for Christmas. When I started Pokemon Red, who did I pick? That's right. I picked Charmander. Now you might be saying to yourself, is that going to be more bias? Yes, it is. But to be fair, I also love this little guy. And how do you not love Charizard? Even though Charmeleon kind of looks like a loser. But how do you not love Charizard? So for me, Charmander, he's an S tier. But he's actually going to go right here at the end. Because I have that affinity for water. And that's why those two are there. And my boy Fire is right back there. So, you know, we can look at this list all day long. And you guys can yell at me and tell me why everything I picked was wrong. And that's okay. I can handle it. I'm a big boy. But for me, that's my list. That is my tier list of beautiful little Pokemon. But I think with that, I think we've reached a pretty good wrap up point. Everybody's kind of tucking in for the night. We've hit the chill point. My poor throat is dying. And Moonlit is playing Rage 2. So we have to raid Moon. No diggity, no doubt. We're also going to run a quick 60-second ad break. Boop. Oh, Moonlit is actually right for their views. We are going to raid Moon. We are going to go bring the taco party to her. You know, if you want, share all your love, follows, any of that kind of stuff you want to do. Never have to. Just, you know, if you want to. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me at the taco party. I didn't fart nearly as much as I thought I was going to. I did enjoy my tacos. I hope you guys had a good time playing a shit ton of Family Feud. And I hope you guys liked my spiciest of tier lists. They were, I don't really think they were all that spicy, all things considered. But I feel like I definitely had a couple of hot takes, if nothing else. So, got about 8 seconds left on our timer for our ad is done. Completed that 60-second ad. Join me tomorrow. I'll be streaming around noon, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be playing some more Paper Mario tomorrow. And then keep an eye out for the schedule because I will be updating it for whatever we're going to be doing next week. So otherwise, I don't have anything else for y'all. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you over at Moon's.